Hey, welcome to Foreigner in the Philippines. Well, we just got back a little while ago from taking our guests who've been with us for a week. That was Tony and Ellen, and that was an enjoyable thing. We decided that it would be better and recommended them to actually leave today and have an overnight stay in Cebu rather than risk tomorrow, because we'd heard tell that there might be a low pressure which could lead to a cancellation of the ferry tomorrow, and that means that it's cutting it too fine, because I got a plane ticket that's all paid for. Hello guys, how you doing? Beautiful boys. These are the two big boys here, and this is Red, and this is a very scruffy Bogey. See that? One word from me and they do exactly as they like. So I'm looking at coming down almost at sunset. I see the dogs have found a piece of foam and have come down and made a decorative pattern of it. I'm coming down, it's almost sunset, and we're going to look at a final view of Lina as well, and of course I'll have my company. So as I was saying, we took Tony and Ellen and we took them off to a taffy, and they got the, let me see, the 12:30 ferry, so they'll be in Cebu in time to find somewhere to have a nice meal, which won't be hot in Cebu, and then they'll go to a hotel that we have stayed at before, which is quite reasonable, and they'll be in very good time, guaranteed time, for their flight tomorrow. So it's been most enjoyable for us, because Tony is from, well, he's not actually from Stoke-on-Trent in the UK, but he does now have a house. He's resettled as a teenager Brit, if you like. I think he came originally from, I'm not sure, if my memory serves me right, he came from Switzerland when he was just a lad. So here we are, there's a path down to the well, and at some point, if not right now, no, it's right now. I was about to say that at some point there would be a pump, but it's already there. Now I've got to be careful going down here, because this is where the path has become a little bit sketchy. I think with these hills, as you look at them, it just looks like it's all smooth going, but most of this land at some point or another has been ploughed and planted and harvested and then left to go back to grass. So it's not an easy walk, you've got to be careful. It's easy to go down. So here we are at the well. This is finished, and of course if you look, there's plenty of places where you can get in trouble. Now I don't understand why they don't do something in terms of just tidying the damn job up, but they don't. So you can come down here and you can actually get an injury just by tripping up. So I've tidied that up a little bit. So there's the pump, and it's sheltered, and obviously I'm not going to do anything now. They've not tidied that down. A nice, look at that, a nice rivet in there would have been fine, but no, that's not happened. But it's a nice job. It's sealed, it's safe, and even a nice walk around. So this is actually a nice job. My criticism is that, as always, the tidy up is something that doesn't enter into Filipino thinking. Never quite understand why. But that is expected to hold, and I know that they won't have soldered that cable together, those cable ends. They'll just splice them together, and yeah, enough said. So there's Lina's house. It's up to Lina's house. There will be a feed up to Lina's house. Not quite sure whether they've dug that yet, but there should be a pipe coming out. And up there, yes, they have. Once again, I would like to think that they had buried that at least, well, at least a foot under the ground. But here we'll find that in places they haven't buried it underground at all. But then it goes under there, along with some decorative papers, and it goes up, and this is where it's going. But as we found out, it's very easy. It's very easy when you're doing other work later and this is all forgotten. It's very easy to go and cut a pipe. Hey Red, what you doing? Red and the other dogs like to come down here, and they go down right there. You can see there's Poggy coming up. They go down and they play for some strange reason. Well, it seems strange to me. They go and play in the rice fields. Now, very close to sunset, maybe another hour, not quite sure of the time, but I'm thinking that in another hour, maybe an hour and a half, we'll be looking at a sunset. So, some heavy breathing there, old boy. Yeah, you too. You too. Okay, get down. Okay, well, there's the old well down there, which is still good for washing, I guess. We used to walk down to that well. Can you see a little bundle of nipa? And that's a cover to the well where you can go down there and bathe. And that's what we used to do. We used to go down. We'd follow this path along. Used to go along the top there and down to where the old well is, and then we used to bathe in this area now, which you can see, which has its own kind of privacy to it, in that there's nobody else lives even close. As I say, that's Lina's house. Our house is up a little further. You can see just a little line of the pool deck, and that house there is Tatai's house, or Tata. Sorry, very close. Tata is the name of Beth's brother, and Tatai, of course, means father. Okay, well, I'm walking through the middle of a planting here, and I'll let you go and talk later. That's how can you tell if a house is inhabited? Look for a washing line. This is a foreigner in the Philippines. Bye for now.